We're here.
Scratch the surface, and so it's important to know that that this is just the beginning of your journey, and that's what makes beekeeping really, really fun. If you like puzzles, anybody like puzzles? This is bad. Oh, thank goodness, some people raise their hand. If you like puzzles, that is beekeeping, right? What do you do when you do a puzzle? You lay out all the pieces in front of you. You identify some of the easy ones, the corners, right? You always pick out the corners. The edges, the ones with the straight edges, those are pretty easy pieces to begin to work with, and then you start filling in. That is beekeeping. It is different pieces of information, some which are pretty easy to identify and tell you a lot, like a corner, others a little bit not quite so much, like an edge, and some you're just like, what the heck is that? It's just this uniform piece, one color, where's that going? And then as you start to fill in, it becomes clear. That is beekeeping. It is a puzzle that you have to assemble these bits of information to see the whole picture. And if you like puzzles, this is your first and last warning. You will be drawn so deep into the world of beekeeping, it's a rabbit hole you may not come back out of.
What's the process place? I bet it is. Much cleaner and well up half. It really has a big difference. Well, that's good. Especially the downtown area.
Not our company directly, but several of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have mine.
Hey, you guys are doing good work. I want you to keep doing it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, if I was going to do one thing.
One, two, what?
Tell me about, because I'm basically, we're, you know, like, just annual gardening.
Mm-hmm.
What my
Yeah,
main
raised
thing.
beds,
In
truck
raised
beds,
beds,
yeah.
Yeah. She knew before I got home what was going on. She came right over. And she said, listen, what about gardening? I'm like, what about it?
Oh, yeah. This stuff is that. Yeah.
The normal green onions that we see at the grocery store, those are bulb onions pulled early. Nothing to do with multiplying onions, nothing to do with green onions. It's a bulb onion pulled early. And with the saving of this crop all around the country, it is changing that whole concept. They're not uniform. When you start breaking up a cluster or a clump of them, they're not going to be all same sized onion. Some are going to be a little bit bigger than others. All right, so, but it's also saving a lot of farmers and gardeners. Year after year, you put in 20 of these plants. I can assure you, if you don't eat all of them, half will mass out more, and you're off to give them to your neighboring gardener. As a general rule, the Japanese bunching onion and the Egyptian multiplying onion, one row will plant you 3 rows the following year. All right, And for me, I've gotten way off into a different tangent of when I'm planting 3 rows, the closest row to me is planted with 2s. 2 onions in there. The middle row is planted with 4, and then the furthest in row is planted with 3. And through the watering sequence that I'll do, that middle row of 4 will multiply into maybe 8. Once they're starting to do that, I pull out that middle row. That's my harvest row. All right, and then that row with 3 then becomes 6, 9, keep on going, and then that one at a later stage, that whole row gets pulled up, and the closest row to me is left right on that edge for next year's planting. Right straight back. The whole row gets pulled up, divided all over again, and repeat that process. So it's a simple thing to do. You know, can you do that? Yes, you can. All right, very simple. I would like to do my Japanese every 2 years. They look a much better crop than that first year. You can. Yes, but you can eat them whenever you want. You know, at any size. Yeah, well, no, generally you pull up the clump. You don't want to cut the tops, all right, and that takes more energy to regrow that top. Pull up half the clump. The Japanese bunching onion as like a fresh one on your platter, you want to eat that one, milder in taste. All right, it's a great one for dipping, French or ranch, raw eating. The Egyptian, we're not there yet, but that one is a lot stronger in taste. All right, I will eat it. My wife does not like eating that one raw. All right, it's a great one for soup. The Japanese bunching onion, when it dies down in June, you can leave them in your garden and pull them or pull them all up. All right, but if you leave them in the ground where you're going to get wet feet, all right, you might not want to leave them there. Because if they get wet, the fire ants are going to find them and they're going to eat them. So you pull them up, put them in a paper bag, store them inside. All right, shake that bag every once in a while, look at that bag, dump them out, make sure there's no wetness involved in that bag. But I like it as a dried bulb, a little bit smaller than my thumb. You peel that and pan fry that in some butter. There is not a better onion out there.
Hey Cloud Hoppers, thanks for watching the video. Push the thumbs up to like the video. Also hit that subscribe button, also the bell so that you can get notifications when our videos come out.
Check us out on our social media pages too. We have Facebook and Pinterest, and soon we'll have Instagram. The links are below. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good job.